Hey there, it's good to see you. I hope that you are enjoying your day. Thank you for taking time out to watch this video. I really wanted to sit down and do something a little bit more chit-chatty, and so I kept seeing the 50 facts about me tag kind of floating around in my home feed on YouTube, and I realized this was a tag that went around several years ago. There were a lot of the larger channels that participated in it, so I have no idea who to give the credit to for the original idea. So if you know, please leave a comment below so I can give that person credit in the description box. But I thought it'd be a fun way to get to know each other and kind of share some random information about myself, I guess, to get to know me. So if you're watching this video, consider yourself tagged. I look forward to hearing all of those fun little tidbits of information about you, because it's how we find out how much, we have in common and become even better friends. So here we go with 50 random things about me. Number one, I'm OCD about cleaning my car to the point of it probably is borderline excessive, especially when we come back from road trips, because I have to massively detail my car. Like, I don't care how late it is or how tired I am, I just cannot function until my car is completely cleaned. The clutter and stuff just drives me bananas. It makes me feel very claustrophobic, even though it's not like it frees up a ton of space when I clean my car out. But it's a complete mental thing for me. Number two, I can't do those Spock fingers. Like when you make the V and then the W thing, I've never been able to do it. I don't know why. Number three, my biggest fear is drowning, in particular in a car. Like, I'm not afraid of swimming, but driving into flood waters or falling off of a bridge or, driving into water, huge fear, borderline paranoia for me. Number four, I always hold my breath whenever I cross a bridge. It's not so bad when I'm on foot, but if I'm driving on a really tall overpass, I know here in Houston we've got those double-decker things and they twist around. But I think the biggest bridge issue for me is the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. If you're ever in the Virginia, Maryland area and you go on the Bay Bridge with the tunnel, that gives me the heebie-jeebies, because you're driving on top of the bay. And yes, you have cement retainer walls there, but all you see around you is ocean. And that's just, it trips me out if you have a blowout or you drive through the cement retainer wall, never to be heard from again. And then just as soon as you think you're done with, driving over the water, you go down under the bay with the tunnel and there's no room, no shoulder, and the cars are just right there. It's dark. You realize the water's, above you. And so if any of those cement blocks fracture, it's game over. And it's over and over. Like, you're going up and down and up and down and up and down. And then probably the Annapolis Bay Bridge is another big one for me, because it's so tall and just, I can't do it. Like, I have to hold my breath. Usually when we encounter bridges, I make my husband drive, because I have to shut my eyes and just not think about it, because it causes me such anxiety, like paralyzing anxiety. Number five, my parents, my sister and I all go by our middle names. Number six, I got in trouble when I was in third grade for stealing breath mints from the commissary. I don't know what I was thinking. Not only did I get in trouble and my parents made me go back to the commissary and return the breath mints. I know, huge. But I had the extra embarrassment because my best friend, when I was in the third grade, her father was the manager of that particular commissary. So it was dealing with the discipline and then the further embarrassment on top of that. So not really looking forward to those teachable moments with my kids, to be very honest. So I'm hoping we don't have to deal with that. Number seven, I've never broken a bone. Even to this day, I still haven't broken a bone. Number eight, I never had a cavity until I had my son. I made it completely through childhood and adolescence and into my adult years, but something about pregnancy, it just stripped my teeth. I don't know. It's awful. Number nine, I always clean out my purse. I'm just as meticulous about my purse as I am my car. Generally, I keep a purse organizer, and if I don't use it within a month, it's gone. Like, I don't want to lug it around, waste my time. So pretty much on a daily basis, I'm cleaning out grocery receipts, Target receipts. I don't chew gum, so I don't have a lot of wrappers in that department, but always cleaning out my purse. Number 10, my all-time favorite movies are Gladiator and Man of Steel. Number 11, I still dip French fries into my Wendy's Frosty. However, I'm not a huge fan of using the new style of fries, like the home style cut fries, I think they are, in the Frosty. But, you know, when at Wendy's, it's just one of those you must do things. Number 12, I can't eat tuna salad without relish in it. I don't know when I started doing that. I guess I was in late elementary, early middle school, but I always have relish in my tuna. I can eat tuna steak and I can eat spicy tuna rolls in sushi form, but whenever I eat tuna salad, it has to have relish. Number 13, I like to put a splash of pickle juice into my sweet tea. It is so good. It is not weird. One of the trademark restaurants in my hometown, they add pickle juice to their sweet tea because it gives it that savory, sweet flavor. So if you want to try it out for yourself and you're making a huge vat of it, like a big pitcher, maybe put in a couple tablespoons to try it out of the pickle juice, so that way you get the salty and the sweet together. But if you're just putting it in a glass, put a dash in. I promise you, it is so delicious. It just makes that sweet tea that much better. It is so good. Number 14, my high school mascot was a unicorn. Yes, it was. Number 15, I have a birthmark on the back of my thigh that is shaped like a hair bow. Like legit, it has the ribbon thing and then 2 ribbons that hang down. I can't show it on camera because it would be inappropriate, but it's shaped like a hair bow. Number 16, I can't watch horror movies, but I can read horror books. I don't really understand the disconnect there because, I don't know, you'd think that your imagination would be a lot crazier than watching it, but I can't watch horror movies and expect to be able to sleep at night. But I can read the goriest, grossest things and not be bothered by it. I mean, it'll affect me, but I won't be traumatized like if I see it on film. Number 17, I always had short hair as a kid. Like my mom never let me or my sister grow our hair out. And so I guess now as an adult, it's been something I've always wanted to do. So, but we always had like the short pixie cuts or like A-line bobs and all that. So always had short hair as a kid. Number 18, I make friends easily, but I'm an introverted extrovert. Like I love to be around people. I'm always volunteering out in the community. I'm constantly doing things with friends because I love the energy of being around people. But when I get home, I completely just disconnect, and I have to have that kind of, dare I say, reclusive behavior because I need that to decompress and get my energy back up to be ready to go face the world again. So I kind of fall in characteristics of both the extrovert and the introvert. Number 19. All right, sorry it cut off there, but number 19, I hate talking on the phone. If you want to get a hold of me, the best way to do it is texting, because I feel like I'd rather have that person-to-person interaction, be able to look you in the eye. I do okay with Skype, but I hate talking on the phone because I always want to give my undivided attention to that person because it drives me bananas. If somebody's talking to me and they're multitasking, they're, you know, giving directions to their kids and they're talking to, you know, somebody in the background, because I don't feel like I get that person's attention. I don't know. It's one of my pet peeves, I suppose, but I hate talking on the phone. I will avoid it at all costs if I can. So if you ever try to get a hold of me, texting is better because then I can give you my undivided attention and get the things I need to done. All right. Then number 20, I am very observant and I read people well. That's why I like that person-to-person interaction, because I want to see body language and get the true meaning of what that person is saying. And like I said, I read people very well, you know, just in what they're feeling. And if they need to talk, I can generally give them that time that they need to just be able to share. Number 21, I love roller coasters. In fact, I can finally ride them because now that I'm done being pregnant and, you know, having small kids where we constantly have to, you know, have a stroller and all that, I can finally start riding roller coasters again. I'm so excited. So now we need to make trips to theme parks because that's got to happen, and fast. All right, number 22, my signature lipstick color is red, even though I haven't worn it in quite a while because I've been so busy panning mauve lipsticks out of my collection. Number 23, my vice, fancy coffee drinks. I love coffee. And if it's all dolled up with different syrups and all that, I will try it. It is awesome. Number 24, if I could have any career in the world, I would love to narrate audiobooks. I would have so much fun doing that. Number 25, I've had my nose pierced 4 times. Yeah, I guess I couldn't make the commitment. I don't know, like I would pierce it and then I'd let it close up and then pierce it. And so yeah, 4 times of that. Like back when I was in college, I did the whole like piercings all along my ears, pierce my tongue, pierce my, belly button, do all that. So, but I've had my nose pierced 4 times. Number 26, I am not a morning person. Number 27, I've experienced both getting tattoos and having one removed. And the removal, not fun. Not fun at all. Number 28, I met my husband when I was in the 1st grade because our dads were both Army and stationed in Germany together. We spent most of our childhoods apart. But I can technically say I met him when I was in 1st grade, and then we re-met again about the time that I was 19, and then started dating, and the rest is history. Number 29, my favorite job as a teenager was cashiering at Target. I loved that job. Love that job. Number 30, I talk to myself all the time. Maybe it helps me stay on task. I don't know, but I talk to myself through doing housework. I talk to myself in the car. I'm constantly talking myself through things I need to get done. My husband makes fun of me for it because I just it keeps me on a roll, I guess. So I guess it just keeps me on task. Number 31, Maleficent. She's my favorite Disney villain. 32, I'm a huge Tudor history junkie. In fact, dream trip, I would have to take 10 to 12 days by myself in London so that I could do the whole, just soak it all up of the 1500s and Henry VIII's reign, and be able to go to Hampton Court, be able to go to Hever Castle, the Tower of London, see Anne Boleyn's grave. Like I love that period of history. Number 33, I am lousy in math. I mean, terrible. If we didn't have calculators, I would be in trouble. Number 34, I love public speaking. 35, I will only eat lemon yogurt with granola and blueberries. I don't know why, it's just something weird about that. Number 36, I'm OCD about making my bed. It has to be done. I can't start my day until my bed is made. And whenever I start cleaning my house, I always have to start with my bedroom. It's just one of those creature of habit kind of things I have to do. But making the bed is an absolute must. I've always made my bed. Even when I was, in college and like first got married and all that, like it has to be done. And if it's not done, I cannot go to sleep. Like I will make my bed. If it stayed unmade all day, I will make the bed and then unmake it because I'm a creature of habit that way. All right, number 37, I am terrible about putting away clean laundry. Like I'm great about doing it, but there's something about transferring it from the dryer to the drawers and the closets I just can't be bothered with. If I had my dream laundry room in a house one day, I would completely eliminate closets and bedrooms and just make one giant laundry room with racks for each family member and have built-in chest of drawers right there. Because if I had it all there, I would get it put away. But taking the time to fold it and then transferring it to all the bedrooms is just, I don't have time for that. Not with as often as I have to do laundry. Number 38, childhood celebrity crush. My biggest celebrity crush that I had for the longest amount of time was David Duchovny. I was a huge X-Files fan. And then probably Dermot Mulroney. I think he did like My Best Friend's Wedding, The Wedding Date. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's more of a character actor, sort of like leading guy. Then number 39, I can always watch Napoleon Dynamite, no matter how often. Number 40, my favorite shows to watch are crime dramas. Like right now, my husband and I are really into Narcos. I can't wait for season 2. Criminal Minds, like we never watched it when it was on network television, but now that it's on Netflix, we are so addicted. We've just pretty much, I think we're done with season 3. So love that show. Of course, Orange is the New Black, NCIS. I kind of want to get into True Bloods or Blue Bloods, True Bloods, whatever the cop show is. And then, we loved Graceland. Number 41, my favorite scent is coffee, especially for air freshener scent, or pear. But coffee, it just kind of neutralizes everything. Perk Me Up. I wish Scentsy would bring that back because that one was awesome. Number 42, I love to cook, but I hate cleaning up the mess afterwards. Like I hate doing dishes, but cooking, awesome. Number 43, I'm very practical. Like, I'll learn anything, like even in math. I'm not strong in math, but you know, if you would have told me back in high school, if you want to retile your kitchen or, you know, redo your countertops and save the money, DIY, I learned geometry. Like I hated doing proofs, but if it's practical information, I will learn it. Number 45, I almost got caught when I was in college breaking into the barracks at VMI, or Virginia Military Institute, with several of my friends. That was a fun night. Number 46, I'm always in the mood for Mexican food. Love Mexican food. Tex-Mex. Let me preface that. I love like straight Mexican like seafood, but when it comes to Tex-Mex, that's where it is. Number 47, my friends TP'd the inside of my high school car because I couldn't lock it from the outside. That car was a hot mess. But you know what? That's how it always, those are the most fun stories. Like my first car, I had a Ford Explorer, and whenever you would drive down a hill, the console in the middle would fly up and hit whoever was in the back seat. The radiator always overheated, so in the dead heat of Texas summer, I had to drive with the heater on full blast and my windows down, because every time I would stop the car, it would leak coolant everywhere, no matter how often we fixed it. And then of course it wouldn't lock. So it got TP'd from the inside. I mean, it was a hot mess, but I loved it. Number 48, my most favorite comedians in the world of the moment right now are John Mulaney, Gabriel Iglesias, and Bill Engvall. Number 49, I'm horrible about running late. I'm getting better about it, but my friends and family affectionately refer to it as Amber Time. They scale back the clocks. It's kind of embarrassing, but you know, that's just how I am, because I like to get what I need to done, and you know, I'm very much a creature of habit, but they call it Amber Time, but I'm gonna prove them wrong. I'm getting better. Number 50, I hate clutter, but I have the absolute shortest attention span when it comes to cleaning. Like I can't just clean a room until it's done, because it always frustrates me when somebody goes in behind me and just completely messes it up. I know that's pretty hard to do when you have kids. Like cleaning while you have kids is like brushing your teeth while you're eating an Oreo. It's just kind of a why? Why bother? So when I clean, like I'll pick up an area for 2 minutes and then I'll work on something else and then work on something else. So eventually the house gets clean, but I'm just very all over the place when I do it. And then just a few random facts beyond 50. Like if I drink a soda, it's gonna be a Dr. Pepper. I have huge issues with feet. Like they gross me out, and I can't handle when people curl their toes like that. I find it disgusting. I rarely wear nail polish because I have a bad habit of wearing it chipped. Like I don't take it off, and so I don't wear it. So I save myself the trouble. I'm not a very sentimental person. I have a really hard time with that. Like I have to, you know, really think about remembering anniversaries, different, you know, milestones for things, because that's not the type of person I am. I hate chewing gum. Like I keep breath mints in my purse, but I hate chewing gum. On my Pandora, I have a very eclectic type of music, but I always listen to musical scores in the car, like especially new movies, like, you know, the Batman Begins, Inception, the Man of Steel soundtrack, Gladiator soundtrack. I'm trying to think what else. Pretty much like just music scores. I love the intensity of it. It's great with the kids because then they kind of get an ear for instrumental music as well, because it's not classical music, but it's like the classical music of today. You know what I mean? Dream car. If money were no object, I'd want a decked out Chevy Tahoe. And I couldn't decide if I'd want it in white or black, but it's so much money. So, but that would be my dream car. Thanksgiving has always been my favorite holiday. I silently correct grammar. I'm a huge grammar person, probably because I had it ingrained in me when I was a kid. So now I'm constantly kind of silently correcting as I hear it. I'm addicted to the scent of Gain. I've been addicted to makeup as long as I can remember. I love running errands. Love running errands, especially going to the grocery store. Like I love grocery shopping. I know that not everybody does, but like all of these pickup services and stuff, like that's not me. I love to physically go grocery shopping. And even shopping with my kids isn't terrible, but grocery shopping is like really fun for me. And then, yeah, I cry easily. I have kind of a slight obsession with monogramming. I love having monogram things. Yeah, that's about it. So, like I said, consider yourself tagged if you're watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for sitting down to take the time. I look forward to hearing the random things about you. So that's it for now. I look forward to catching up with you very, very soon. See you later.